Let me tell you, in 2 minutes, this is me. My God, I don't know what's happening to me, but it seems I'm trancing.
Man, everybody sitting at you feeling like they all are gone, nigga. Steady the game and I can tell you what I saw, nigga. It's a ball, nigga. And everybody wanna know just how I'm feeling, man. I'm feeling like I'm on, nigga. I got my goons ready for war. We about to shake the game and break the law, nigga. One time, look.
Thokozani. I go by the name of Gogo Kubu. You guys know me as Mpokwen, and welcome to my channel. Today I'm bringing you guys Sangoma Segment. So I'll be talking about how I came to be a Sangoma, how I found out I was gifted. So this will be a first part series of the story because there's a lot to it, but it will be a longish brief summary of the process and what I went through. So let's get right to it. So first of all, I'd just like to apologize about the lighting. It might be bad because ngishuta ebusuku. Okay, where to begin? Look, I used to be a Mko girl. Okay? I used to be, and when I mean some goal, I mean like, I know Sangoma Segment is about me going through the most and don't. Now I'm talking about goal like I used to be the party. I'm the partier, please. I'm the groovist. I'm the student. But I didn't go wild. I just went through a phase, especially in my third year. In my third year, I went through a phase where then groove Hashem. Yeah. And the friend that I had, Shem, she inspired me to aspire. So with Groover, look here, you would find us in the sumo, please. You would find us in the clubs. Look, we are the clubbers, please. So I went like that year, my third year in university, I just went off. Like, yay, Benji Groover, please, Benji Groover. I've never seen Groover like that before, but Ben Groover, okay? And I think that should have been my first sign of things spiraling way out of control. So, Benji Groover, I was planning Gucci. So we would groove every month. Then we were planning Gucci. Look, now we are going to groove every week because we can. Okay, we do our schoolwork during the week, and then weekend we are grooving. How during Groover, I think around July, my brother, who's also a Sangoma, he tells me he's gifted, and he tells our family that he's gifted, and because he's gifted, our dreams are in sync, and some of the way, like the way yena azohamba ngakhona uhambo lwakhe may show up in my dreams as well. So I should just let him know of what I dream about and don't. So I was like, oh, okay, I'll let you know what I dream about. My job is just to write down dreams. That's okay. It doesn't click. Why are you dreaming of? But it's okay, sharp. I note down dreams. Gapa, I'm living my best life. Then I have a dream about me and him being in Manzin, and it seems like Nuhambela Pambil in the water, he's swimming in the water, and I'm swimming just a little bit behind him, and my mom behind us, right? And so we are swimming, and I say to him, this water is deep, and it seems like the shore is far. And he says, no, don't worry, we are going to get there. That's another hint. But I'm just like, oh, it's just a dream, whatever. The next dream I have is of us going to this place. I don't know where this place is, but we have to go to this place. And it seems like my grandmother is still alive. And I'm writing an obituary or something, and my brother reminds me and says, look, you need to write a an obituary or a letter of death that you are dying, and you need to give it to your grandmother. I've already sent my letter to her. Now you need to send it. And in my mind, I'm like, is it, so this is in the dream. So I'm like, is it a obituary or what? So I still remember it as an obituary because, look, when you're writing something of death and you're not dead, look, it's for the dead, please. So I'm still thinking, but my grand died some time ago, so I don't understand. I later understood that this was the letter of the death of my ego, a process mautwasa. And then we make our way somewhere, because somewhere, and I'm telling my mom, good, I need to go somewhere in the dream. So I'm like, hey, Mama, Asam, be fine. And she takes me in the car. And we pass a church. So we first pass the bottle store. And it seems like she goes in and she gets something to drink. And I don't want her to go in there, but she goes in anyway. And then we pass, as we're passing, we go into a street where there's a church nearby. But it seems like there's a wall fence in the middle of the street stopping us from going ahead. And I'm like, okay, that dream was weird. The next day, my brother tells me that he needs to go to a Sangoma and he needs to figure out who's going to help him with his journey. I'm like, fine, sharp. I tell him about this dream that I had. And he's like, oh, maybe, that's the place. We go. When we get there, we're just walking aimlessly, walking down this path of where I dreamt of. We find that there's a Sangoma Valley that stays by a bottle store. We go there and we follow Vele indlela labeng pupanga corner, asking people as well. We find that Sangoma and we see the church that I dreamt of. And I'm just like, what? So we get there and this guy now, Ushola, my brother, and she's like, no, right now, akubonakali ngathi kumele uthwase manje, kumele uze uzoyenza cleansing, and has whatnot and whatnot. And then he's like, oh no, but also your things are showing up here. And he talks about water spirits and don't. And I'm just like, what does this have to do with me? We are here for my brother, please. We are here for him. Why are you talking about me? And we come out there knowing that this guy is taking us for a ride. He was a good Sangoma because he was spot on about a lot of things, but he was taking us for a ride with needing cleansings and don't. And we're clearly seeing that my brother needs Uktwaza. So him saying, if me don't. No, please don't allow people to say me. You need to tell the person so. You, not the Sangoma. Please. No. Anyway.
3 hours later.
And then he tells us some other things. Like, I don't even remember because I was just like, Kokala, I'm not trying to be at a Sangoma's place because I was afraid of his Sangoma. Look, I used to be so afraid of his Sangoma. In taxi being andrula. If melancholy taxi and there's a Sangoma inside, is on Drula. I'm going on the next one. But fine. Then this Sangoma tells us that, and I'm just like, hey, okay, what is appearing Ngami? And he tells me about and all that. And I'm like, oh, okay, whatever. So Amadlos, what they were doing there was showing me that I can dream, please. Showing me that there's no reason for you to be doubting, that you are gifted because you can dream. But did I see anything? Me, I was too busy living my best life. I was too busy living my best life to see the gift.
A few moments later.
Fast forward, my brother finds out where he's supposed to go. We take him there. He dreams of his Kobela. We take him there. We leave him there. While we are there, he tells me, you're going to have to come and visit me and learn drums because sometimes soshayela and stuff, so you must know these things. I'm just like, look here. No, me. No. I'm so sorry. I can't do that. Not me, please. But we leave him there, and I'm like, okay, I'll come visit because I'm closer to Lautasa Corner, and my mom won't be able to come, so I'll just let her know ukuthi unjani. I'm like, okay, sindlule lapho. Mina ngiplana umgruvo that weekend. Ngiplana umgruvo every weekend. Ndiyahamba mina ndiyagoa kulo mgruvo. Hey, one day I decide let me go visit him the day before mgruvo. I go, I visit him. He's like, okay, how are you? Don't. I see some of the processes that they do there because he trances and everything. So it's a process. You have to go through trance and so it's a procedure of kalelinkan, which I'll explain sometime. So he comes, he trances. So mina ngiyakhala because I'm like, yo, it was mangabe yenza kanjena. Angithandi ngomntansekhaya, how can, because he seemed like he was in pain. And I was like, how can Idlozi do this if it's your family? And I mean, meanwhile, ngihambi sonto serious. Let me tell you something. Other than my mgruvo and stuff, okusalayo, every Sunday I'm at church. I don't miss church. Good thing hambu mgruvo izolo anginandaba. I don't miss church. And I had spiritually grown esontweni a lot because I was taking part in church. I had my own Bible studies on Thursdays that I hosted myself. And yay, I was growing esontweni. My spirit had grown. I'd found my tongues. So I started to pray in tongues. I got the gift. And I was just like, this is my life, It's church. I will come out of Ngruvo at some point, because I was a strong believer in Uguti. It's not a thing Uguti you're gonna stop. It's like Mopema, you're not gonna stop today. You and it's up to you, ufune uphuma kwinto, through God's love. Anyway, and I'm like, okay, this is who you are. And he's like, would you like a consultation? And I'm like, I don't know how these things work, but I guess it's fine. We do the consult. In the consult, he tells me, look, because initially they practice bones. So obvious when their families and friends come, that's how they practice. And also Magusa and a client and stuff. So he's like, okay, consult. Yeah. But I didn't have money then, so he had to go to Ankanyisele. So on Kanyisela with silver coins and check my bones. Then he's just like, look, you're gifted. Yeah? Gifted? How? He's like, no, you have a gift, man, a spiritual gift. And I'm like, for sure I have a gift because, the gift is probably a gift of creativity because I'm a creative, you see? So it's a gift of creativity. I understand that. It's like, yeah, no, you're gifted. Don't. And then, because I'm going through Mjolomgo, I ask him, please check there on the bones of Mjolomgo. What's going on there? And he says, no, you'll have the things that you need in due time. But look, right now we are focusing on this. This is what they are showing. Meanwhile, all the ancestors are standing. When I look at the bones, all the ancestors are standing right in front of me, please. All of them, please. All kinds of troubles of ancestors. They're in front of me, holding a bunga. I'm like, whatever. It's fine. He asks his Baba, his Kobela. He's like, look, the bones say this person is gifted. The Kobela is just like, what? Yeah? How? And I'm just like, why is she freaking out? Because, hey, if you're gifted with creativity, you're gifted with creativity. It's fine. Hey, he's just like, nah. Hey, what can we do? What can we do? She's like, no, you know what? Because Mina, I'm going to be subjective. Let's go to another Sangoma. So I'm subjective, you subjective, because I'm your Kobela and she's your sister. So let's go to another Sangoma where we're going to learn drums. And let's go see there. Hey, we go. So no, actually, but we're gonna go the next day. Okay, I go home. I cancel Mkruvo because now I have to wake up early in the morning and go to this place. So Mkruvo will be on Saturday, please. It was a Friday when I went to see him. So we go to this place on the Saturday. When I get there, we are driving there, ne? So because Ukala Linkani, he's already trancing in the car. He's already trancing in the car, my brother. While we are driving there, he's trancing in the car. But Linda, man, I'm feeling sick, man. My nose feels some kind of way. I feel like, so I think no, man, maybe it's sinuses because sometimes I'm a sinus part. I'm like, maybe that's what it is. But I'm freaked out of what's going on now. Medicine keeping back and now and we are driving. We get to this place. We go in. The Gobela drops us off there. She's like, oh no, I'll come back and fetch you guys when you're done learning how to drum and all that. Yeah. Yes, yeah. While we are negotiating, I meet the other Twasa that is there at this. So the Twasa of this lady that we have come to, the Sangoma that we have come to for bones. I meet her, I'm like, hi. How it seems like they all know each other, so they've seen each other before. So I'm like, oh, all right, it's a friendly place. We know. We sit down, we talk. While we are sitting, suddenly I feel this nose thing is getting bad. I'm just like, look, I'm getting sick. I tell my brother, I'm getting sick. I don't know what's happening. He's like, no, please, sit down, drink some water. I'm getting worse. I'm like, no, look, I don't know what's happening here. But I'm getting sick. Let me tell you, in 2 minutes, this is me. My God, I don't know what's happening to me, but it seems I'm trancing and I'm just shouting. Somehow, I'm shouting. Something is making me shout. Something is doing this to my body. I can't control my body anymore. Hey, now, 1 minute Pella, I was sitting down drinking water. The next minute, I'm sitting on the floor. Gimbashe. Like, I don't know what just happened. Let me tell him, Zuzu, Giti, don't be eyebrow, earring, mongwaling. After that trance, eyebrow, nail saw. And when he saw. Yo, I'm just like, what just happened? I come back from the trance. I'm like, what happened? It's like, yo, I don't know what happened. Meanwhile, my head is sore because apparently bayang lula, you know. I'm like, okay, what happened? They're like, no, look, you trance. Do you see that gift we were talking about? This is what happens when you have a gift. Yo, Tanti, when I was trancing because a lady was walking in. A nice lady. This lady, she's looking very nice. She doesn't look like a Sangoma. But apparently she's a Sangoma. Because suddenly she started hitting drums out of the blue. She's my age. Well, she looked like she's my age. And now she's hitting drums. And that's when I saw, Haibo, why? And she kept talking about how I must leave her Baba's house. I must go leave her Baba's house because now I'm doing shenanigans in her Baba's house. And I'm just like, wait, so you live here? So Gushubuti, okay, that makes sense. Maybe that's why you're doing drums. Because this is your father's house. And you want me to leave your father's house. Please. So, okay, that makes sense. And you know drums because of this. Because there's no way you looking as fine as you are a Sangoma. No, please. So, fine. She does drums. We are fine. But, look, the Sangoma is on the way. The Sangoma is now on the way. Guess what happens? Me again. Yo! My God. I'm trancing again. Yo! She arrives. The Sangoma is stressed. Please. She's stressed. She doesn't understand who is this person that is trancing in my house, please. She walks in. Then they lula me and we have a conversation about what's going on with me. you know, and we go in for bones. They check bones, please. They find out I'm gifted. And apparently there's no time. There's no time, please. Apparently the nurses have been telling me for weeks and weeks and weeks. Why they've been telling me in dreams, and I've been forgetting because why? When you're drinking, please, you won't remember your dreams and you don't focus. So how am I supposed to know, please? And also, I don't know what Sangoma dreams were supposed to look like. But I had those dreams, of course, about the water and all that. But I didn't think it was Sangoma related because I've never dreamt of these things, please. What is this? I didn't know what this is. So that happened, and I found out that I'm gifted and I don't have time. But I don't know who my Kobela is. So I must go dream and stop drinking. Groovo is over for me, please. So I tranced about 5 times at this person's place before I left. But I did eventually leave. I went to my res. When I get to my res, so they said I must pasha so I can find out who my Kobela is and start having a communication with my ancestors and all that. Tried to get communication, and then I got communication. Turns out that my Baba is the Sangoma I went to, please, the one I was trancing, quoting. Because I dreamt of her, and it wasn't a coincidence, because you know some people can be like, no, maybe you dreamt of her because you were there. Look, focus on your dreams, focus, and focus on your gut feeling. So at that moment when I was there, something in me knew that this is the place where I'm supposed to be, because when I was supposed to go, I couldn't go. Something in me wanted to stay, you know? And when I dreamt of her, it felt right. You need to know your dreams, have a relationship with your dreams. And I'll share that in some video, Sangoma segment, of how you need to be in touch with your dreams. So I knew that it's her because I dreamt of her wearing something I've never seen her wear before. And they were very specific. And then I be saying pupile. So we knew, even her and me, that look here, you are the one, you know? So then, you know, that was me. So I pictured in September. And then ngathwasa December, but ngagodiswa ngayikhaya in February. So ngihlele 5 months ephehlweni. So for anyone who may be saying, hey, ngingene ngaphuma, no, you are still lying, please. Ngikhalelile inkani. Look here, ngikhalelile mina inkani. Ngaphinde ngahlala ngakhalela inkani yokuthi uqeda ukuthwasa usakhalela inkani. Nangoku ngikhalela inkani. Impilo is not easy. Ngiyayikhalela lenkani. And yeah, wow. I'll explain as well what khalela inkani is. But for those who know, you know. Look, Kani is not the best. Wow. But here I am. Disangoma ngoku. Disangoma. Yeah, I made it. I'm still learning. You never stop learning as a sangoma. You never say, Guti, Jongoba we sangoma, so as gonke. You still learn till the day you die. And that's what comes with Ubai Sangoma. To humble yourself. To know that you don't know everything. To know that you are as small as an ant in this universe. Uyithoba ebantwini. Uyithoba. Yeah, so that was me. Please. So I had no chance. I had no chance of saying I'm not gifted. Other people's stories are different. I had no chance of saying maybe it was something else. It was that thing, please. Nobody can be just using your body just like that, you know? And it's easy for people to say, hey, mhlambe demoni or especially people that are against Sangoma, they can easily be like, yo, mhlambe demon. Obviously, demon takes over and don't. There'll be videos where I explain things like that. And there'll be a video where I explain the journey during my journey to Pesho, because my mom wangithatha esontweni wangimikisa esontweni naye kuyo-check-a ukuthi akusidemoni yini. But that was my journey before ngene epheshweni. So I hope you guys enjoy the story. It's too long, so I don't want to have an hour of conversating of how my Pesho experience and my journey to Pesho was. I'll explain in other videos as well. But that is my story for now, and I love you guys. Do comment in the comment section, like, thumbs up there. If you like my content, you are allowed to subscribe. And yeah, I love you guys from Koko Kobu. Love you guys.
All the days that I spent with you, all the years that I've been with you. I'm talking unconditional love that I got from you, and all the lies I had to make up when I